Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on another episode of MTV. Today we're going to talk about how to introduce a sunken entertainment area outside for the external areas. These are becoming more and more popular in the Australian landscape, in the Australian backyard, and why not? We've got great weather in this country and many months of the year we get to spend time outside to utilise it. So how do you do one of these and make it look like what it is you want? Well, firstly, understand what it is you want to use it for. Is it going to be an area where you're just going to get your feet up, read a book, or is it a fire pit area? Is it a place to contain small children and keep them inside there? Or is it an area where you're actually going to be able to house or entertain a number of people? If it's going to be something that's going to be frequented regularly, you want to plan on that to get that right. Don't just go starting on it and then think, I wish we had it bigger or smaller, or we added this layer into it. So once you've planned and dreamt up what it is you want, you've got that vision, then you've got to look at what it is how you're going to build that and what you're going to do. Now, sometimes you look at these and you'll see, oh gosh, I've got to actually dig a whole lot of soil out of my backyard to build it. There is that path to go down, and if that's the case, you need to get someone who specialises in concrete and a landscape specialist who can tell you how you may best do that and what you need to plan for, because when you start digging down, you've got to be careful of electrical and existing plumbing that could be across that backyard in that area. And the other thing is you need to plan for is that, do you need to go to that extent, and how deep down? Do you have it actually staggered? Do you have it split level? Because when you start to go underground, you start to introduce things like moisture and how you've got to waterproof those external areas to prevent it from having efflorescence and salt damp into it. So you can go down the path of making it with a concrete pour. You can go down the path with building it like a retaining wall situation with layers. But what's smarter these days we're seeing is that a lot of them are actually being timber framed and framed up, that actually at the highest point it's sunken, but it's still built on ground level or slightly recessed into the earth, so you're not digging so much out. And that may be a more cost effective and a far more safer way to go and get your result quicker. And you just need to take into account what it is you're going to need in terms of the type of timbers you use, the preparation areas, and you still need to check out what comes into that area in terms of any piping, electrical, etc. Because these areas are, as I said, it's different than when you're building a pergola because you're putting a roof truss on, but a sunken entertainment area, you may still need to incorporate some sort of shading and how you're going to support all that. Are you putting metal poles in there? Are they timber poles? Or some sort of shade sail that could be incorporated into the sunken entertainment area. But the rest of the space around it, how far is it from the back door? What can you see from the back door there? You don't just want to build this thing and then find you're looking at the back and you're just seeing this large timber seat or walling frame that you've constructed. So these are the things that you need to plan out, the layers. You don't actually have to have it grandstanded all the way around equally. You can have it different levels around. So you might have an entry point which could be facing the back door, so it's a nice area that you actually walk into, and then you've got that open space on the outside. There's so many clever ideas to go with these sunken areas now, and they are becoming more popular, and they are very, I've always said this about the backyards. Everyone talks about the kitchen and the bathroom, how they add value to a home, but these sorts of structures outside will also add big value to your home moving forward, because if you're in an area where you've got a nice backyard, or you might even have a smaller area, but you've got something like that people can see value in. If they've got areas where they want to use externally during the summer months, this is the one that will actually catch their eye, add value to your home, and get you the better return if you're looking to sell that. Now, if you've got any questions on all this, you know where you can come. The Monsta crew got all your answers there. Or you've got a Monsta Pro, we've got landscape specialists and building specialists and carpentry specialists if you need, to help you on a one-on-one, to help plan and build and guide you along how to get your entertainment area sorted out outside in the backyard. Any questions, please fire them up. Don't forget to subscribe to MTV, and I'm looking forward to seeing your photos of your sunken entertainment areas. Until next time, I'll see you then.